Well, Chris, if you want a place in the carp fishing history books, this is the Holy Grail, isn't it? The big one.
It is at the moment, yeah. If someone had said to me 16 years ago, Chris, you'll be manager of a British carp record water, I would have said, yeah, dream on. And here we are, sort of within 12 years of me taking over, I've managed to produce a British record, which is something to be proud of, really.
And she's a really nice fish, isn't she?
Stunning fish.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bloated, it's not out of shape, it's a proportioned fish. And I think it's still growing, I think it's got potential still. Every time I see it on the bank, I'm just amazed that it's such good condition. It never looks stressed or whatever. Yeah, it is a special place.
And it's a big, long line of some very successful anglers that have been down here and indeed are still here at the moment.
Yeah.
It attracts the big boys, doesn't it?
All the big names really want to be on here or have been on here. Once the guys have caught it, they generally move off and let other people come on, which is, I think, quite generous. But there's a good backup fishing here, Rob.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we've got possibly 30 odd fish, perhaps even more than that now, and most of those are 20s and high 30s and 40s, you know, and soon be 50s, some of those fish. So it's not only the two-tone, it's also about the other backup fish, and they're pristine fish, stunning fish. Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about the lake itself. It's quite open.
Yep.
It looks quite shallow.
Yep. It's not a deep lake, 8 feet, probably maximum all over. Completely reed lined, a lot of crops of trees all around it. It's maturing as we speak, basically. But then last year we opened up a new stretch of the water, which is about another 15 acres. About 12 acres, I beg your pardon, beyond where we're standing here, which is making the whole lake about 30 acres now. And some people were worrying that would make the whole lake more difficult. I mean, it's difficult enough as it is, but it didn't. In fact, if anything, the fish has become even better. And the fish obviously get extra food, and they seem to be. Everything been out this year has been put weight on, so that's promising.
Is it just an out-and-out carp water?
Yeah. I mean, people do fish with pike, it's quite a big head of pike, but very little else. A few perch, eels, but very little else.
And how would you go about fishing? What permit would you need?
This is tier 1. There's actually 2 lakes here. There's a small Conningbrook, a small brook. That's also got fish to middle 30 pound. But obviously most of the guys fish this one. But it's tier 1, 75 members a year, and you have to be within the Kent Fisheries Club for a year, so we make sure that you're not pulling strokes or anything before you come on this water. And then we have 75 places a year. But yeah, special place, Rob, special place.
Well, there you go. If you want the holy grail of UK carp fishing, you've got to get down here.
Well, I fished Conningbrook for around about 6 years. Undoubtedly, it's probably the best 6 years fishing I've ever had. Ever so exciting because it contains the British record carp, which I was lucky enough to catch in August 2002 at £61 7 ounces. But don't expect it to be easy. Conningbrook is a very, very difficult water. It's probably the richest water I've ever seen, ever fished. The carp have got so much natural food that to be honest, they don't need to eat an angler's bait, and very often they don't. With all these sort of low stock waters, the fishing is extremely difficult. All sorts of baits work there, and two-tone has been caught on a number of different baits, from plastic sweet corn to boilies and casters and all sorts. I would say the main sort of time of year for boilies really is in the springtime. I mean, in May in particular, I've had lots of success in the past, like just using little single yellow pop-ups. For some reason, why the colour yellow should be special, I don't know, but definitely yellow seems to catch more than any other colour. And then come sort of June, it always, when the natural food larder started, it always became very difficult then, and perhaps it was more like the particle type approach. But that time of year as well, the fish spend a lot of time in the edge, so they tend to, if you get a nice warm southeasterly, southwesterly wind, very often you can find the fish milling about in the edge. So be prepared to sort of be on the move and keep your eyes open.